The fact that we're supporting means that we've come a long way as a people. We have the confidence to do things that a few years ago might have been inconceivable, and that there are still many people in Gibraltar, including me, who won't like a lot of what is in it. But we have the confidence in ourselves and in our ability to defend ourselves and in the maturity of our political institutions and our ability to persuade the United Kingdom to do the right thing by us, to do things of this sort. And I think that's a great, great news place to be. For most people in Gibraltar, boots on the ground does not depend on whether they're in uniform and does not depend on whether they are armed. Obviously, if they're in uniform and they are armed, it is worse. Worse to the point, perhaps, of unacceptability. But I think when most people in Gibraltar refer to boots on the ground, they, at least I do, speaking for myself, I'm talking about Spanish officials, albeit on behalf of the EU and not on behalf of the Spanish state in its own national right, in Gibraltar, performing functions in relation to this treaty. And I'm telling public opinion that, in my opinion, they should not be alarmed by anything in this treaty, provided we get and I say that with more confidence and more loudly, if we get the Concordat in terms that we want. But that is not to say that people should not understand what it is that has been agreed, and what it is that Spanish officials are going to be able to see, because it may only be a matter of months before we are seeing it in action. The real risk comes from making sure that Spain does not abuse this, doesn't overuse or use in inappropriate circumstances or in inappropriate manner the rights that she has been given on behalf of the EU in this treaty. So two things, however, the two things that most concern me are the Concordat, that the Chief Minister has got to bring back a Concordat, because I think that this is not just about today or tomorrow. It's not about what we might like in this generation of Gibraltar. We've got to create a Gibraltar that is politically and economically safe for our children and for our grandchildren and for people 35 or 40 years from now. What I wanted to achieve yesterday was achieved, and that is that the House should not pass an unamended resolution so that we would not lose leverage over the UK in obtaining the Concordat. The other thing that concerns me about this, Keith Sopardi has mentioned it in passing, is the lack of certainty. This idea that we could spend years building an economy around an open, fluid frontier model, and that Spain is only ever 12 months away from pulling the rug out from it and leaving us with an economic model unsuited for the alternative model of frontier operation, is one that concerns me. And the other aspect of that is lack of investor confidence. Are we going to be able to persuade investors to invest in Gibraltar, gaming companies to come and stay in Gibraltar on the basis of only a 12-month visibility of certainty? Actually, I am more concerned by these factors than I am by boots on the ground, chalecos, high visibility jackets, and hot pursuits, frankly.